What's good, YouTube and Twitch? We're live streaming to both right now, and Gem Knights have dropped, but not where expected. There's a duelist pack coming out with Earth support, and everybody big brained that it would be Gem Knights, and there were buyouts on it, so you're getting rewarded, but definitely not for the right reason. I'm actually losing my marbles on this. There are 4 new cards. If they're very good, it looks like the diamond hands will actually be going to the moon in this case, aka people bought out actual diamond hands in the Gem Knights. So we've got a new fusion, we've got new monsters, and let's go ahead and see. We have Gemini Quartz, which looks kind of like Lazuli just a bit there, but upgraded, and it's a level 4 Earth fairy just like her, effect monster, attack 1500, defense 1500. You can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. If your opponent controls a monster, you can discard this card, set 1 fusion continuous spell directly from your deck. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of the turn, except Gem Knight monsters. Are we about to see a comeback of, does that mean the Brilliant Fusion in the TCG? Are we about to see the comeback of Brilliant Fusion in the TCG? Are we about to trade the Brilliant Fusions for Sutff? All of these cards are illegal in Master Duel. It's at 1. Been searchable by the Darlington Cobra engine, but now they've decided the time a fusion continuous spell is okay, but you can't special summon from the extra deck except Gem Knight specifically, so you can't go outside of Gem Knights, but that's all you need for Gem Knight FTK, right? Kind of, no, you need links, don't you? It's the rest of the turn so you can set up before this, but if they control monsters in this scenario, it's a good going second option you could play as a one of, I suppose. But you're probably in a losing position then anyways, and it doesn't help you FTK, it helps you OTK in that sense. If this card is used as a material for a fusion summon and sent to the graveyard or banished, you can add 1 Gem Knight monster from your graveyard to your hand. So we have recurrence as well. And it doesn't say that's an OPT. You can only use the first effect once per turn. That does not say OPT. If this card uses a material for a fusion summon and sent to the graveyard or banished, add 1 Gem Knight monster from your graveyard to the hand except itself. Ooh, if that's not actually a once per turn, if that's how it's written, that's kind of a huge recycler. That is very, very big. What are you, anybody with Gem Knight experience excited for this all of a sudden? I think that's an insane card. You have a help as an extender, and you have an effect of just insane recycling. All right, we have Brilliant Rose. They already have 1 insane rose in the deck. This one looking more like a blue one. Level 2 Light Rock effect monster, although I guess it's just diamond, not actually blue. Attack 500, defense 500, always treated as a Gem Knight card, so even in the deck. You can use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. I wish some Cyber Dragons had that clause, by the way. You can discard, well, I guess if it's Cyber Dragon, then you couldn't play the big Cyber Dragons. I get why they word it that way. You can discard 1 Gem Knight or Melodious card, special summon this card from your hand. You can just treat it as a Cyber Dragon card. I'm getting off tilt, though. So you can discard a Gem Knight or Melodious. You're mixing in Melodious with the Gem Knights. How interesting. Once per turn, you can send a Gem Knight or Melodious monster from your extra deck to the graveyard. This card's name, type, and attribute becomes the sent monster's original name, type, and attribute till the end phase. Huh. So extra deck send will help your materials for certain fusions. And then this also helps mix in with the typing and what it is. That is very good also. They are getting all the right pieces. Now, it's interesting that the first one locks you purely into Gem Knights and didn't also work with Melodious. I like when Konami does this mix-match archetype thing as well. And it looks like this lady, Gem Knight Lady Rose Diamond. Have you watched Black Clover, chat? This reminds me of the captain of the Blue Roses. This is kind of awesome. And you have, ironically, somebody's been watching Black Clover over at Konami that got hired for art. All right. Earth, Fairy, Fusion, Effect, Level 8, 2700, 2400. A Gem Knight monster and any Fairy monster, so mixing further into the Melodious theme a little bit. The first time a Gem Knight monster or monsters you control will be destroyed by card effect during your opponent's turn, it is not Okay, that's fine, I guess. You could add battle, it wouldn't be that broken and still be a little deflating. When your opponent activates a monster effect during your turn, quick effect, you can banish one Gemini card from your graveyard, target a face-up card your opponent controls, and destroy it. So I'm glad it's not negation. It's reactive popping effect. Again, this feels like going second options for them largely, because this is during your turn while you'd be attempting to break a board. So, and instead of negating, you actually take care of a piece of the board and force something else. Very similar to this first card. It feels like they're not trying to give them super insane broken extenders, although some of it feels that way. Scatter Fusion, a continuous spell. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name per turn. No, first effect. My bad. First effect. If your opponent controls a monster, again, going second card, you can fusion summon a non-rock Gemini fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your deck as fusion material. So you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck the rest of the turn, except Geminites again. Why are you doing the Melodious mix? But then, come on, Gemnite or Melodious, just write it out on every card. When this card leaves the field, destroy that monster or monsters. I feel like they're purposely trying to mitigate the fact that this deck has had an FTK before, Solid Rock's brother, and they still know that you have the option to do so. The big things I would be thinking about right now is, one, using that TCG player link in the description down below, costing you nothing extra to support the channel directly for the cards you'd already be buying, and while it's banless gambling, and I can't spell, Brilliant Fusion, smile, self-exposed. Ultimate rares are spiking as we speak and are already up towards $50 while looking at them, so people are ahead of even this video. Yep, there they start going. People are on that. You have other nice versions of Brilliant, like the secret rare out of Battles of Legend, which will probably be going. I would imagine if Brilliant gets unbanned, we'll see a reprint of it somewhere. A Starlight rare would be insane. But are they really going to keep it jailed when this searches a continuous fusion spell? Now, you do have, I guess, Scatter Fusion, which is a replacement. You don't have to do Brilliant Fusion. To be fair, you do have the card directly can search, which does like going second. What do you guys think of the new stuff? Anybody in open chat have anything to add that might be an enjoyer of the archetype? Zoom out, I already did. Nobody? I'm all alone? I see. Alright. Well, I think it's pretty good. I think they did a good overall job of mitigating. I do think they need a lesson in non-hard once per turn effects in 2022. That would be nice if they would consider that greatly. That would be amazing. Let's refresh and see if it was maybe missed. Nope, it just says first effect. Wonderful. Wonderful. And that is also a fairy where you don't need to play the Melodious. I guess they just gave the option overall. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the conversation at least. Let me know what you think about the new Gemnites and people getting rewarded for the buyout without it necessarily even appearing in the Rock Duelist pack. There's one last archetype to be revealed, I suppose, but would they really give it like a ton of cards there and then here? I'm doubting it, and this is kind of hilarious.